Norway is a land that defies expectations, where deep blue fjords meet jagged peaks and vibrant cities sit just a stone's throw from the wilderness. If you have just 1 week to experience the heart of this country, the Golden Circle is the definitive summer route. It's a journey that takes you from the cosmopolitan streets of Oslo, through the dramatic mountain passes of the northwest, and finally into the historic wharf of Bergen. If you're currently planning your first trip to Norway, what is the one thing you're most nervous about? Is it navigating the complex ferry schedules, or the fear that you're spending too much time traveling between places and not enough time actually seeing them? Let us know your biggest travel concern in the comments, and we'll do our best to help you out. Before we map out your perfect 7-day adventure, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Scandinavian travel guides. And if you want to skip the stress of logistics and experience the Golden Circle with a bespoke, private touch, head to our website via the link in the description. Our team at Nordiva Tours is ready to craft your dream itinerary. And now, let's start your Norwegian journey. Day 1. Arrival in the heart of Oslo. Your journey begins in Oslo, Norway's rapidly evolving capital. Your first day is all about getting a feel for the city's pulse. Start with a walk down Karl Johans Gate, the city's main artery, which leads you directly towards the royal palace. From there, head towards the waterfront to explore the medieval halls and grounds of the Akershus Fortress, which has guarded the harbour for centuries. Spend your afternoon at Aker Brygge, a vibrant boardwalk filled with upscale boutiques and galleries. This area is also the perfect place for dining later in the day, as it is home to many modern and traditional restaurants. Just a short walk away is the Bjørvika district, home to the iconic Oslo Opera House. You can freely walk onto its white marble roof for a stunning view of the Oslofjord. Nearby, you'll find the Akrobaten Bridge, a striking pedestrian bridge that offers the best vantage point for photographing the city's modern barcode skyline. Day 2. Oslo's culture, history, and in-depth sightseeing. On your second day, it's time to go deeper into the city's cultural soul. Start with the Bygdøy Peninsula, easily reached by a short ferry ride. Here, you can immerse yourself in maritime history at the Fram Museum, where you can walk on board the world's strongest wooden ship, and the Kon-Tiki Museum, which houses Thor Heyerdahl's legendary balsa wood raft. Afterwards, head to Vigeland Park, the world's largest sculpture park made by a single artist, Gustav Vigeland. Featuring over 200 works in bronze, granite, and cast iron, it is one of Norway's most visited attractions. The park's design culminates in the spectacular monolith, a massive granite obelisk carved from a single stone. Standing over 14 meters tall, this obelisk features 121 human figures climbing towards the sky, representing the human desire to reach out for the divine and the cycle of life. To end the day with a view, travel towards the outskirts to the Holmenkollen ski jump to see the city from the clouds and enjoy a panoramic view of the Oslofjord. If you want to see all these highlights, from the museums to the spectacular views, in total comfort, Nordiva Tours offers a 4-hour sightseeing program. This includes 3 hours in a private vehicle with a professional guide, allowing you to maximize your time without the exhaustion of navigating public transport. Head to our website for more details. Day 3. The Rauma Railway and the Troll's Path. Today, you'll trade the city for the mountains as you board the train from Oslo towards Åndalsnes along the spectacular Rauma Railway. This journey is often described as one of Europe's most beautiful train rides, passing through dramatic valleys and beneath the towering Troll Wall. Pop culture fans might even recognize the scenery, as the Rauma Railway was famously featured in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, serving as the snowy backdrop for the Hogwarts Express. Upon arrival in Åndalsnes, a private transfer will take you over the world-famous Trollstigen. This Troll's Path is a masterpiece of mountain engineering, featuring 11 incredible hairpin turns snaking up the mountainside. Your day concludes in the idyllic village of Geiranger, on the shore of the namesake UNESCO-listed fjord, where you'll check into the historic Hotel Union Geiranger for a night of luxury and unparalleled fjord views. Day 4. Adventures in Geiranger and the Art Nouveau city. Spend your morning at the heart of the stunning Geiranger Fjord. For those seeking a thrill, a Zodiac boat safari will get you close enough to feel the mist of the Seven Sisters and the Suter waterfalls. If you prefer a more meditative connection with the water, you can opt for kayaking through the deep blue fjord at your own pace. For the best land-based views, visit the iconic Flydalsdjupet, or take a transfer up to the Dalsnibba Skywalk, which offers a postcard perspective from 1,500 meters above sea level. In the afternoon, you'll leave the mountains for the coast as you board a 3-hour scenic fjord cruise towards Ålesund. This journey is a highlight in itself as you sail through the winding Storfjord, watching the landscape shift from dramatic cliffs to the softer, coastal beauty of the Sunnmøre region. As you arrive in Ålesund, you'll be greeted by the city's unique silhouette, a cluster of islands adorned with colorful Art Nouveau architecture. After checking into the boutique, Hotel Brosundet, located right on the water's edge, spend your evening wandering through the town's charming streets, which were rebuilt in this distinctive style after a great fire in 1904. To end your day, be sure to walk the 418 steps up towards the Axla viewpoint for a panoramic sunset view over the town, the surrounding islands, and the vast Atlantic Ocean. Day 5. Short flight to Bergen, the gateway to the fjords. After a morning spent soaking in the last of Ålesund's coastal charm, your journey continues with a quick and scenic flight south towards Bergen. While you can drive or take a ferry, flying is the easiest and quickest way to travel to the city, often called the gateway to the fjords. Upon landing and checking into your hotel, your first stop should be Bergen, the historic Hanseatic Wharf. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is the soul of the city, featuring iconic, colorful wooden buildings that have stood and been rebuilt after fires for centuries. Walking through the narrow, leaning alleyways between these buildings feels like stepping back into the 14th century, when Bergen was a major hub for the Hanseatic League's dried fish trade. Spend your first evening in the city center, where the atmosphere is always lively. Wander towards the local fish market, or Fisketorget, located right at the heart of the harbor. Here, you can sample everything from fresh king crab to local smoked salmon. As the sun begins to set, find a spot at one of the waterfront restaurants in the Vågen harbor area to watch the boats come in, enjoying the unique blend of mountain air and salt spray that defines Bergen. Day 6, the City of Seven Mountains, a deep dive into Bergen. With a full day at your disposal, you can truly dive into the charm of Norway's second-largest city. Start your morning by taking the Fløibanen funicular to the top of Mount Fløyen. The ride itself is a highlight, but the real reward is the spectacular panoramic view from the top, where you can see the city nestled between its 7 mountains and the surrounding North Sea islands. If you're feeling active, we highly recommend skipping the funicular on the way back. Instead, hike down through the well-marked forested trails. It's a gentle descent that takes you through quiet residential areas filled with classic, whitewashed wooden houses. In the afternoon, head towards Mount Ulriken, the highest of Bergen's 7 peaks. You can take the Ulriken cable car to the summit at 643 meters above sea level, where the views are even more expansive than from Fløyen. For those who want to experience the true Norwegian outdoors, the area offers fantastic hiking opportunities. One popular option is the hike across Vidden, the mountain plateau between Ulriken and Fløyen, though it is a serious 4 to 6 hour trek. If you prefer something shorter, you can simply explore the trails at the summit or enjoy a meal at the mountaintop restaurant, soaking in the view of the city, the fjords, and the Atlantic coastline. If the famous Bergen rain decides to make an appearance, or if you simply want a break from the heights, head to Gamle Bergen, the Old Bergen Museum. This open-air museum is a reconstructed town of 50 wooden houses that feels like a genuine step back into the 18th and 19th centuries. For a more spiritual connection to Norway's past, a short trip to the Fantoft Stave Church is essential. With its tiered roofs and dragon heads, this medieval masterpiece is one of the most atmospheric spots in the region. End your day with a quiet dinner in one of the cozy, small, or alleyway bistros, savoring the peaceful, creative energy of this historic port city. Day 7, the grand finale, Norway in a nutshell. Your final day is the ultimate crescendo of the Golden Circle, the Norway in a nutshell route. This legendary journey is not a single tour, but a meticulously timed connection of trains, buses, and ferries that showcases the absolute best of Norway's fjord and mountain scenery in a single day. The adventure begins early in the morning as you board the train from Bergen towards Voss. This initial leg takes you through lush valleys and along the edges of deep lakes, serving as a beautiful introduction to the transition from the coast to the high mountains. Upon arriving in Voss, you'll transfer to a waiting bus that takes you down the steep, winding roads towards Gudvangen. This descent is breathtaking, offering glimpses of the dramatic Nærøydalen Valley as you drop down towards the water's edge. In Gudvangen, the heart of the UNESCO-listed Nærøyfjord, you will board a silent, electric ferry. This is arguably the most spectacular part of the day. As the boat glides through the Nærøyfjord, the narrowest fjord in Europe, you are surrounded by mountains that tower over 1,000 meters straight up from the sea. Because the boat is electric, the only sound you'll hear is the distant thundering of waterfalls, like the spectacular Kelfossen cascading down the sheer rock faces. The cruise concludes in the charming village of Flam, where you'll have a bit of time to explore before boarding the world-famous Flam Railway, or Flamsbana. This is one of the steepest standard-gauge railways in the world. Over the course of 20 kilometers, the train climbs nearly 900 meters, passing through 20 tunnels and stopping at the powerful Kjosfossen waterfall, where you can step out onto the platform to feel the spray of the mountain water. The railway ends at the high mountain station of Myrdal, where you will catch the mainline Bergen Railway for the final leg of your journey back towards Oslo. As the train descends towards the capital, you'll have time to reflect on a week that has taken you from urban centers to glacial heights and back again. The Golden Circle is more than just an itinerary. It is a profound experience of Norway's raw, natural power and its refined modern culture. From the architectural wonders of Oslo to the hairpin turns of Trollstigen and the historic charm of Bergen, these 7 days provide a lifetime of memories. We hope this guide has inspired you to embark on your own Norwegian adventure and helped you navigate the complex beauty of this incredible route. If you found this 7-day guide helpful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into Scandinavian travel. We know that planning a journey this intricate, with flights, private transfers, and multi-leg train journeys, can be overwhelming. That is exactly where we come in. At Nordiva Tours, we handle every detail, from booking the best rooms at historic hotels to arranging your private sightseeing in Oslo. Click the link in the description below to start planning your bespoke Norwegian adventure with us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.